Hi all, I'm Abram. I'm one of the co-founders here at Splits, and today I'm going to show you how you can use Splits to distribute on-chain revenue with a group of people. So at its core, Split is a smart contract that distributes funds according to preset percentages that you configure. And in this demo, we're going to go through first how you create a split, then how funds within a split get distributed, and finally how balances are withdrawn by the recipients. So to get started, we'll head to split.new, which will bring me to the new split creation form. In this case, my wallet is connected to Gurley, and you can choose from a bunch of different networks in that dropdown. At the top of the screen, you'll see there are three different types of splits we can create. So an immutable split can never be changed once it's been deployed. A mutable split can be changed once it's been deployed. And a liquid split uses NFTs to represent ownership, so people can transfer their shares in the split to someone else. For this demo, we're going to use a mutable split. And so the first thing I'll do is I'll enter in each recipient's address and their corresponding share. So I'll enter in alice.eth, and I will give them 70%. And then for this second address, let's actually use this art blocks fund on endowment. So I will grab the address from Etherscan and I'll paste it in here. And these addresses can be smart contracts or EOAs, it can be Gnosis safes. As long as they're a valid account address, it works for a split. So ownership is at 100, that's great. So now the distribution incentive is, you can think of it as a payment processing fee. So the higher the incentive, the more frequently payments will occur. And I can set it to 0 if I'd like. That means that someone, probably myself in this situation, would have to distribute the funds manually. But for this case, because I just want to set it and forget it and I don't have to worry about handling the distributions, I'll just keep it at 1%. And finally, the controlling address is here because this is a mutable split. It defaults to be my own address. I could set this to be a Gnosis safe or another smart contract, but for the time being, I will leave it as my own so that I can make changes to the split in the future. If I hit create split, this will pop open MetaMask. We're actually going to reject this transaction because I have this split created over here. And so this is what the split detail page looks like. So at the top of the screen, you can see the split address. If I copy it, if I click it, that will copy it to my clipboard. And now I can paste the split address anywhere that I want fund split according to these rules that I've set down here. So I can use it in art blocks or in OpenSea or in Zora. Really anytime that I want ETH and ERC20 tokens split according to this configuration, I can just use this split's address. Because I'm the controller, I can also make changes to it, but we'll leave it as is for now. And because I just made it, the earnings are at 0. But I could either deposit funds through this dialog or just send them using this address directly through MetaMask or again any other platform. So if we look at a split that has already received funds, this is what it will look like. So we see the same rules over on the left side, we see some activity feed below, and over in the top right we can see that the earnings are $1,300. It has a current balance of 0.792 ETH, and it has already distributed 0.044 ETH. And so if I want to go through and distribute this balance for the recipients, and I will earn 1% of that balance, so that's the distribution incentive, I just select the balance and I can either hit distribute, which will make the balances claimable for the recipients, or I can actually go through and distribute and withdraw. And so what that will do is that will incur a little bit more gas, which I will cover, and that will actually push the balances all the way to the end recipient's account so that they don't have to withdraw for themselves. So that is how you distribute a balance that's sitting in splits. And finally, to talk about the withdraw step, so if you look over my account in the top left corner, you can see that I have a balance of $12. If I want to withdraw this $12 from Splits to my account, all I have to do is click on my account, select the balances I wish to withdraw. So right now I only have one balance, but I could have multiple different balances of different tokens here, and then just hit withdraw. If I hit withdraw, this will open up MetaMask, and then I just confirm it, and those funds will be transferred from Splits to my account. So that is the process of creating a split, distributing a balance, and withdrawing a balance. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with us on Twitter. I will drop some links in the description below. And we also have a Discord set up, so you can always jump in there too. Thank you.